Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a new vlog. Today I'm at Royal Alberta Museum in Edmonton. This is the first time I'm visiting. I haven't been to museum in a very long time, probably in 15-18 years. It was last time I visited was in school when I was a kid. Now I have a kid. So visiting this museum for the first time, we're gonna learn together. I have no idea about Canadian history and what kind of animals were here and what kind of bugs were here, how people used to live, what they used to do for a living. So we're gonna see a lot of things. Stay tuned in the video. Please hit like and subscribe, and I'm gonna show you the entire museum. We'll enjoy. There's no parking. Let me tell you this first though before I enter into the museum. Parking ticket is about $24 Canadian per adult. Kids under 2 years, it's almost everywhere, it's free. There is no parking though because both sides of the streets in the museum, they are having a construction there on both the street. So there is no parking. So you have to pay the paid parking right up there. If you can see, that's where I have parked it, but it's expensive. So the tickets is $24 to enter into the museum. That's your admission fee. But the parking here is about 1 hour is $8, and then if you want to park it for 6 hours is about $12, and then if you want to park it for the entire day, it's about $22. So it's quite a bit expensive. So be prepared. If you're coming with the transit, it's better option. But if you're bringing your own car, be prepared to pay for the parking. Let's go inside, check it out, and please don't forget to hit like and subscribe. So check-in was super easy. They only gave us like, I don't know what kind of sticker is that. It says Royal Alberta Museum, RAM. They gave us 3, one for me, one for Shema, one for the baby, so that once you're roaming around in the museum, they at least know that the guy has paid for to come into the museum. The first thing we're visiting is the human history section. Probably, I have no idea. I think this is the first time I have came into the museum after maybe around 18 years. Probably I visited museum when I was in India and Mumbai when I was a kid, and when I think probably when I was in school. So let's go. This is the human history. ये क्या है माँ?
ये कौन से?
Kichichi Asiniak. Guys, I have no idea which language is this. I don't know what language was this. Also, finally, there's an English version here. Carved stones of Indiang. These 2 carved stones were originally located. So after dying, they used to make this kind of stone. It was some kind of ritual. That's what it says right here. This is about mammoth's history and a horse bone. Yeah, pretty well maintained museum, quite a bit of a history. I'll show you everything one by one. The quarry of ancestors. कौन सी? Stone knife? 13,000 साल पुरानी. हाँ. घोड़ा नाइफ लेके क्या कर रहा था? मारे होंगे उससे। ओह, मैं बोला घोड़ा भी शिकार करता था क्या पहले? Those are the sandstone they used to make weapons. You can see the all sharp tips. Oh, like look at that tiny one. It definitely is going to pierce you. Those are the knives for them. They used. It's nice to see. 12,600 year old, 11,600 year old. Those are like long time ago, man.
Arrow points.
These are some arrow points. There's a different name arrow points, about 500 year old, dot points about 2,500-year-old bone tools, from writing on stone, iron ore. And the other side is on French. So, picturing the past. And then you have a huge giant projector projecting all the stones and everything here. These are pretty cool too. Those are like the baby toys, like the arrow points where babies used to play. That's made out of bone. And then when you go here, those are all hunting tools. These are the ones they used to butcher the animal with once they used to catch their hunt. Right? These are some pretty cool stuff. What is that? Oh, that's a pottery. That's an egg.
It's in head smashed in buffalo jump.
What is that?
Head smashed in buffalo jump.
No idea what is that. Look at the axe. Those are the things which they used to use for fire, for hunting, to live. That's for the arrows. They have the full entire collection of arrow points they used to use, right? Oh, probably I should do this. Yeah, there we go. So starting from small heads to different shapes and designs they created over the time to use it as an arrow point for hunting, for safety. I like those, the white ones, the transparent ones. You can't even see it coming. Those ones, I think that is a cutting tool, but other than that, like most of them are like knives, arrow points in the bottom. That big one, if that's an arrow point, I would stay away from it. And then that's what they used to use to shoot an arrow. And then those tips used to go on that. That's pretty cool. So this side is all about all the stones, the weapons they used to have, how they used to live in terms of the hunting and what they used to use for living. But the other side, I think probably how they used to live in terms of the clothes, the vehicle, and how things got a little bit more advanced. Those are some old style phones, recorder. That's pretty cool stuff. Pretty good history stuff here. And those are the clothing they used to wear. That's the tent they used to, for the indigenous people, they used to live in that. And then, oh, look. That is an otter, I believe. Shemu?
It's an otter.
Right?
Yes.
And then,
It's a brush.
yeah. That's all the Alberta history right here in one single round dome. Some of the old toys made out of wood. Those are made out of sag, the dolls. In India, if you find this kind of dolls, you can do black magic on those. Cool clothing, looks comfy. That one looks really comfy.
That's not a clothing. That's
The carpet,
a rug.
rug or carpet, I don't know what it is, but it looks so super comfy. Guys, this is a very interesting story. Like this thing is, like this huge machine used to work as a lungs for the people who used to have some lung problem. So technically, look at this. 11-year-old claved. So this is how people used to sleep in this, and then the head used to come out from here, and this machine used to work as a human lung. That's wild. That's the story of a girl and the other people who used to use this machine. That's the dolls that she used to use. It's a pretty interesting story. If you will just, whoever wants to read it, they can pause and they can read about the story. And this is the totem pole. It was made in 1947. You will see this totem pole a lot here when you go to the native lands, and when we travel to BC and stuff, you will see this. I'll show you some of these totem poles. There's quite a few here in Canada. Guns for trade, arrows for trade, clothes for trade, everything was for trade.
Francis needs to follow me.
Guys, this is something fascinating I have seen. So back like 10,000 years ago, that's what it says on the thing that I'm reading. This is kind of trap. So they used to make a trap. All the bisons used to run into the trap, and then they used to come into like a pit here, like a hunting pit, and like you can see all the small tiny people. They used to gather around like the entire pit, and they used to shoot arrows. They used to kill 100 bisons at once. That's wild. But look how precise they had made it. Straight coming and then making a pit like that, and then just keeps on shooting the arrows and the bows. That's wild. That is pretty interesting. Something fascinating to see, obviously. Come. So that was all about the human history. Now we're gonna go ahead and see what we have in front of us. What's the different one? So in front of us we have two options. Either we can go the children's gallery or Bugs gallery. Probably Shema is already leading. We are going to the Bugs gallery.
Okay, so this is the bug gallery.
So this section is going to show us all about the bugs, the different kinds. This is for education, right? Like the children's, they come here from school, they learn something about the bugs, something about the human history, something about the aviation history. There's quite a bit of things to learn. Pretty well maintained, nicely laid out. All the details that people can learn. It's properly displayed, right? Something about the ants, paper wasps. Okay, we're gonna learn one by one. Tiku. Okay, now after the Bugs gallery, we are in the children's gallery. There's quite a bit of things to do. This gallery, oh, perfect for Isa. Designed for children 6 and under. Different types of trees. Different type of wood. Jack pine, white bark pine, limber pine, blossom pine. Everything is pine, huh? Those are eggs.
Yeah.
of different animals, different species?
Yeah.
आओ सिखाऊं तुम्हें अंडे का फंडा, ये नहीं प्यारे कोई मामूली अंडा. Hey! And then you put here. Like this. Nope. Not everything is for to eat, buddy. You gotta play. Watch this. Hey! Buddy, Isa, ah. Now we're going to the natural history after the children's play area. Children's play area is pretty damn good. Like if you want to kill some time with your kid, if you're bored at home, then obviously you can come and kill some time in the children area or the children gallery. This is, I think, all about dinosaurs, mammoths. Holy moly, look at this gigantic dude. And look at that tusk. I don't know if the camera is justifying it, but like that's huge. That's. I don't want to meet this guy, man, out in the wild. That looks like a T-Rex. This gigantic sculpture is of a Colombian mammal. Not the one with the fur, like the long furs or the long hair. This is the different one which used to live in Alberta. That's why you got that big man. You ate well. यार मैंने स्लो चलने वाले स्लॉथ के बारे में सुना था. ये क्या है यार, मैं खाना निकल गया, तेरा पेट खाली है, भूखा रह गया, लंबा हो गया. Wow. So that was it with the museum. I showed you all the three sections that they have: Pugs Gallery, Children's Gallery, human history, and then you have the natural history. Sorry, I forgot about it. There's written right there, so I was just reading. And then they also have a small shop, which I took a small shot. You might have already seen it on the video. That you can buy some souvenirs if you want to. Right now, this is all about the museum. What is it today? Thursday. Today is Thursday, so there's not too much crowd, or there is not too many people. But there's some school students. Schools, they always bring trips to museum for the kids to learn all the histories and some other stuff. अभी फ़िलहाल तो मैं निकल रहा हूँ बाहर, चलेंगे कुछ खाएंगे, खाने के बाद फिर आप लोगों से मुलाकात होती है. थैंक यू. नेक्स्ट वीक से आएगा. Okay guys, finally we are out of the museum. Got something to eat. I was getting hungry. Now I got my food. अब मैं पूरा देसी बन गया. अब आएगा मज़ा. खा पी के चाय पियेंगे. चाय पी के फिर घर की तरफ बढ़ेंगे. शैमा को यहाँ पे खाली एक चेकअप कराना है, वो चेकअप करके फिर घर चलेंगे. नेक्स्ट वीक से आप लोगों के लिए बहुत अच्छी सीरीज़ लेके आ रहा हूँ, तो प्लीज़ वीडियो पे बने रहना एंड तक. लास्ट में मैं आपको डिटेल्स दूंगा कि वो नई सीरीज़ क्या है. मंडे से स्टार्ट करने वाले हैं वो सीरीज़, पर आपको सारी डिटेल इसी वीडियो के एंड में आपको मैं आज ही दूंगा. तो बने रहो वीडियो पे, सब्सक्राइब करो, भूलना मत, जरा भी रही. ओके, बने रहो, आ रहा हूँ वापस. इसके लिए बोलते गुस्से में कोई काम नहीं करना चाहिए, निकलते निकलते गिरी ना. पेंगुइन की साइज की है. गुस्सा करके निकल रही थी, फिसल गई. Anyway, it should be inside. Go inside. It should be one. Oh fuck! Makes my life so much more fun. Love it. Isa.